Alright, guys, I don't think you guys understand salvation the way that I understand salvation. The way I understand salvation is that when salvation came to tell us that He didn't come to do away with the laws and commandments and only gave us life more abundantly so that we can actually perform those laws and commandments. A lot we couldn't perform before salvation came. Alright, so what you got to realize is that when He says, oh, you got to forgive and love and treat others as you want to be treated and stuff like that, it says, but what's the first commandment? It's like have none before Yah. All right, so now that you know Yah, now that you're with Yah, walking with Yah, like Enoch, like John, like grace, man shall only be saved by grace alone. So like grace, you become grace. By grace alone, you become grace. And by grace, you are by salvation. All right, and by salvation, you are by the Father. That's how it goes. Now, but what is your duty? It says the first will be last and the last will be first. Well, the first of your family is your parents. All right, so who do you save first? It said, one dude said, oh, let me go and bury my father before I come follow you. He said, let the dead bury the dead. You know what I mean? So when I say that, it's like you're in a generational curse. You understand that? So that's why you're born in the sin, and you're born from deceivers. Those that have been deceived are deceivers. So if your parents were deceived, then you were born from a deceiver and given a name by a deceiver. Okay, and that's why He changed their names. All right, His disciples' names. All right, and that's why even His name didn't come out the way that Joseph wanted it to come out. Okay, it's because they were in captivity. They were in a time, they were in a period where the words had to go by the law, and the law pretty much would weed out and filter out anybody that didn't go by it. It could tell by the language they spoke, by the way that they spoke, by the names that they went by. By the names that they went by, tells you who ran the land pretty much at the time. It tells you what was going on at the time, what the people were going through, what the house, the family was going through. All right. So forgiveness. This is what I want to talk to you about. Shaya. Shaya is forgiveness. That is the root part of salvation. Okay, that's why they go hand in hand. Salvation and forgiveness and are hand in hand with righteousness and grace. Okay, because they are, it's just a part of His character. It's a part of His story. It's as in the beginning, so too shall be in the end. So with us being like Him, you have to forgive your father. Okay. All right. All right, you can't ask for forgiveness unless you are ready to forgive. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So everything He asks, He has already done. All right. So, and He's already committed to. So, and that's what He came to do, His Father's work. All right. Now, listen, man. He had to forgive. You have to forgive your parents. A lot of people, they start forgiving other people and all their little immediate circumstances, but they're not looking at the spiritual more priority. You're not looking at the commandment. The commandment is have none before Yah. All right, have no idols before Yah. No name, no idols before Yah. All right, worship no idols before Yah. All right. So what's the second one? Honor thy father and thy mother. Okay, so when you are able to break the curse of the family, if you're given a gift to save the world, or save people in it, I should say, save souls in it, and then you start saving friends and people outside of your family, come on, fam. No, bro. Like you're doing outside of your own people. He said, I come to do with my people first. He said, I'm going to do with my own house first. All right. So when he comes for a division, He's going to deal with His own house first. All right. So this is what I'm doing. I'm telling you guys, I'm dealing with my own house first. They'd be like, they attack me, my own house. They attack me. They'd be like, well, who put you in? What are you doing with your life? This and that. I'm breaking the curse. And they don't, because it's a curse that they don't realize. It's a curse that comes by the word. It's a curse that I've been born with, that I had to fight all my life, and it gave me sleep apnea. And that curse stops you from speaking. All right. So the first thing that you have to be able to do is forgive once you're allowed to pray and learn the truth about the name of the Most High, how we're all fooled into speaking Babylon. They came to change our language. All right. So when they came to change our language, the children of the fallen angels and the fallen angels were called gods. They were idol gods, and we were under their captivity. So part of their story is in the Bible, and they are the ones calling themselves gods, the Elohims and stuff like that, saying, oh, we're going to confuse their language. That's a part of their story. All right. That's why Yah said you knew him as Baal at one point in time, because of the will that he allowed the fallen angels and their children to do upon you, because of how you fell away from your commandments to not worship anybody but him. All right. Have none before him. And your hearts were impure. Our hearts were impure. We're lusting and killing and just the hearts of beasts, pretty much. We were doing everything that they did. We were raised around Cain, raised around his descendants. We were sheathed to the sword. So we conform around the sword, and that's what you call the Lord. That's what you would call the laws. All right, the laws of man. All right. And that's the difference between the law of Yah, the Torah. It's not called law, and that's a whole different. That's a point. His word is in his name. Asar is the 10, is the tithe. Okay, so it's a part of his name. Asar, Yashar, Ahayashar. Okay, so do you understand? Yashaya. Okay, Hayashar, Ahaya. Do you understand? All right, so it's all in his name. You understand? His power, his commandments, his grace, his forgiveness, everything is in his name, fam. So what you got to realize is, in his spirit, his understanding, you got to realize is that you got to start where he tells you. His commandments tell you how to have salvation. Said, if you want to have salvation, I didn't come to do away with the laws of my father, the Torah, the commandments of my father. You know, honor the Sabbath. The Sabbath is his father. Shabbat, Shabbayot, Yashab. So Job, look at the book of Job. Job is another sign of Yashaya, the son of the Father of the Most High, or the son of the Most High, because he had faith. And he stayed through the fight with Satan himself. He lost his whole family. His family didn't do as he said. His family came to correct him in the ways of their land, in their laws, and the way of the world. And he left the way of the world and went out and sat with his father, the Most High, and then his friends, the fallen angels came through his friends and started trying to tempt him. Oh, why don't you go get a job? Pretty much. And his name is Job. Well, nowadays everybody in English says, oh, it's called job. Okay. So and it's a slap in the face to who he was. That's why I said our words blasphemy Hebrew. Hebrew Kakma, the understanding of the spirit of the Most High. Okay? And the spirit of love. And it's not even love. Aheb is love, and love is not Aheb. Aheb is what we think is what that truly means. All right. It is him. Love is tame, dominance. That's like a dog on a leash. You know what I mean? Like it's a Leviathan with a snare. A Leviathan on a chain, a Leviathan locked up. You understand? Pretty much. A Leviathan under a sheath. Pretty much tamed. Do you understand that? All right. And that's not love. Do you understand that? That's why the ruler of this world is the Leviathan. The God of this world is the Leviathan. The God of this world is Satan and the dragon. Okay, that's the Leviathan. You live, you love, you Leviathan. Live Leviathan. Okay, that's all him. Lucifer, it's all that. Elusiveness and all this mess. You gotta understand, fam, like they got you twisted in the way that you think that even when you say life, the F is the V and the V is the F. Come on, man. It's the same thing. Because the V represents a 6 and the F represents a 6. Okay. Either way it goes. Vav, vav, vav. FFF. Okay, 666. That's how you do it. That's what it is. And even the sign for the 7 is a sideways V or a contorted V to make another Vav. Another that's in Hebrew. So they have many ways of making you do this in your language, but you're speaking Hebrew and you're writing Hebrew. Your symbology is Hebrew, and they're making you do this by mandate to represent. They do it by files and forms, checks and balances, bills. They do it by spell casting. They do it by sigils, all types of little signage. All right, you guys are they do it 7 ways till Sunday. They got you worshiping Zeus. They got you worshiping idol gods. And you don't even see it. You don't understand. You can tell the signs of the time. Although you can tell the storm is coming, but you can't tell the signs of the time that you're living out every damn day. 100-year storm coming. Oh, I can see that coming. You don't see the signs of the times when you're living out every damn day. All right. So what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, you got to forgive your parents, because your parents are deceived. And when you start there, because I told you that you're speaking English, and English is the Anglo-Saxon and the Latin. That is correction. That is the angels of Satan and Legion. Okay, they're children. All right, and you are what they wield. They wield you. You are the weapon. All right, and it's backwards. You are supposed to be the weapon, and you are supposed to be the wielder, and they are supposed to be the weapon. All right, you're supposed to have the world, the dominion, wielding the world, but instead they got it's in reverse, roles reversed. All right, so, and that's why you have to have protection from the Most High and forgiveness for the sin that you were born in, because your parents were born in, and your generation's parents and parents' parents were born in. So how the hell do you think that if you're just gonna go ahead and find the correct way of doing things, but then you're not gonna go back to the first, and you're the last, and save the first? You're not even saving yourself. The first part of saving yourself is saving someone else. He said when you wash over one person's sins, another person's sins, you wash over a lifetime worth of your own. And you don't consider your parents? You don't consider that? Okay? You don't consider your grandparents? You don't consider that? How much they were deceived, the times and the deception, the wherewithal to not just give up on it all and just do away with it and not have you or your parents and damn you all to hell. All right? They didn't do that. They hung in and stuck it out because something was special, and somebody would find out somewhere down the generations the curse would be broken. All right? Somebody would hear the truth and the curse would be broken, and they would be saved by it. That is their salvation. You will be saved through your children, because come on, man. The first is the last, and the last is the first. You are the spearhead. You are the first, and you are the last. Everything is behind you, pushing you forward. All that was first makes you last. The last thing that they have done is you, and the first thing on deck is you. For this time, they lived their time, but their time propels you. I'm not touching you, I'm touching them to propel you like a spear. I'm touching the back of the spear, and you're the front, you're the tip. I'm grabbing onto your parents. I got the weight of the world. I got more than the world can see. I got the spirits around me, the spirit of love. The spirit of love lets me know. And it's not what you call love, it's Aheb Ruach Kakma. The spirit, the tame spirit, all right? I got that about me too. But I let you know the difference. Don't mix up the two. That's love. That's the truth. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to come to. But at the end of the day, it's not about what I want. It's about the will of the Most High. All right, it's about his word, is his commandment, it's Torah, his son, his salvation. At the end of the day, man, this world is, the darkness does not understand the light that is within man. All right, the deception. Your past is darkness. Your history is darkness. It's been skewered by so much deception, and you are the light. They don't understand you. What's this world about? All the music tells you, oh, the parents against the children and the children against the parents. And the signs of the times is the music to tell you, just like Revelations. You hear nothing but death and Hades. And that's where you're at. You see the Antichrist on stage. Because, hey, people are just the puppets, remember? We're the swords, remember? To them. They don't respect us the way that the Most High commanded them to serve us. But they have to. But they use us to disrespect us, to mock us. They don't come in true form to do it. In true form, they're right under your feet. And if they so much as farted, everything you do, everything you've done is for nothing. Like, it's done, it's over if you haven't accepted salvation. Like, that's how much power they have. But they're under duress. All right, they have some. They're playing a game. They're hacking a game. All right, they're hacking the truth. So they got to go about it some back sneaky ways and their little magic and sorcery and all that stuff, witchcraft. See, when you think of that, you think of old medieval time stuff, but you're not considering the fact that those cats were making portals into the future in the past, and everything is a deception, like spies. They dress it up as angels of light, harmless. Oh, we're so old and in the past, and then we don't exist, and it's so ancient. Oh, and today they're right in your face looking all young and innocent. Oh, we're so young, we're so innocent, we don't know anything. Oh, we're just so gullible. Come on, man. They play you first to last. They play you the same exact way. It's from the fallen angels of Satan, which is Anglo-Saxon, to the children, which are Legion, aka the Titans, the disembodied spirits that were slain during the flood, that have nowhere to go but the flesh that still walks the earth. That includes me and you. They come in and they go as they please. If you are just rolling in the breeze with the dang wild of the world, just rocking around the trees like some damn beast out here, running around just pleasing the flesh, dancing to the music, getting drunk, you know what I mean, and just debauchery to where your words mean nothing to you, even when because you're so confident and prideful in how much everybody around you is doing it. That's what creates the pride. All right? And even those that are not doing it also helps fuel the pride, because it makes you compete with your pride. Competitive pride is an immortal type of pride. That's the true form, and that's what you guys don't understand. Everything is for competition, okay? Compatible, competition, combative, competitive, compatible, okay? Do you understand that? That's what I'm trying to get through to you, is that there's no difference. When you speak on one, you speak on the other, you call on the other. It don't matter what you're doing, you spelling the other. It doesn't matter how you say it. This is what it is. This is what it is. You think you're speaking English, but you're not. You're over here speaking some blasphemy, upside down, perverted Hebrew. And you're going to be judged for it. And that's what I'm saying. You're born in this curse, and I'm here to help you, correct you. I'm the grace that's leading you to salvation. And that's what grace is supposed to do. All right? Yon Yah, the grace of Yah. Okay? So, it's a part of my name. I already know what I do. You understand? I know where my name comes from, and that's what it means. That's what it's Yon Yan. All right. So I'm just letting you know. Like I said, I went through my trials and tribulations, and the first thing I had to realize is that, hey man, my parents were deceived, bro. Like everybody has been deceived. All the people that cared, all the emotions, mean I can make them true. They are half-life until I pull them and draw them out into the true life. You become the salvation of your parents. You draw them. You're the father that draws them out. The law is your father. He said, hey, do unto others you have them do unto you. He said, have none before me. And he said, honor thy mother and thy father. And then he starts talking about everybody else, okay? Everybody else after that. All right? He says, this is, you deal with me, and then you deal with your father and your mother, and then through that you will honor us when you deal with everyone else. All right, you are safe once you deal with everyone else. But if people are gonna look at how you deal with your mother and your parents, and they're gonna, no matter what the hell you say, they're gonna freaking hold a grudge against you. They're gonna hold a certain light about you, or darkness about you, or error about you. It doesn't matter. You don't want to be deceiving, okay? You want people to see the truth, and you have to perform the truth. And it's not all about. Some people can see that maybe you'll get to it. Some people can see that purely, and some people can't. Some people are not as developed in their path. And some people don't have faith in others, and that's the whole point. You're not supposed to have faith in others. You're supposed to have faith for yourself. As faith is personal between you and the Most High, not between you and man. All right, but man is saved by your faith in the Most High. And the Most High's faith told you the order and operation of this war that you're in. He said, hey, you're at war, have none before me. Now you know your side. Also represent your house, your mama and your daddy and your mama first. All right, and then he said treat everybody else as you want them to treat you. So you know what I mean? Like, what would your mom and your dad do? Oh, treat everybody else as you want them to treat you. Okay, so if they bring home some food that's gonna save you and some medicine for the house, you're not gonna go and stop along the road and give it to everybody else and have nothing to show. You're gonna come back to the house, and then you're gonna share it with your parents, and then they're probably gonna bless you for it. You're gonna have salvation from the Most High, because He's watching the whole damn time. You're in the curse. Damn, yeah. He's watching the whole damn time. He knows. He hears the whole damn thing. Yes, He's cursed. You're in a curse. This universe, this dimension that you're in, is a black dimension. Black means lawless. You're in a lawless dimension. That is a cursed place. Okay, where everything is upside down. It's a copy and counterfeit to make you want to stay, to make you forget. Amnesia, amniotic. You don't know what I am, who I am. You're so new. Don't know where you're coming from. You don't know where you're going. Knowing. Amniotic fluid. Okay. Amnesia. And that's your God. Alright? Because that's the universe that you're going along to get along with. And that's what I'm saying, because your parents have been deceived. You're in it wheels upon wheels. Like there's been plenty of fear tactics to keep people in line so that you have been born this way. That's what you got to realize, okay? You have been manipulated to be born. There have been breeding programs since the beginning. That's what the whole fallen angel story was about. It was about breeding out man. So there was programs to get man to blaspheme himself, to transform them into demons and fallen angels' children, speaking blasphemy and letting hell loose. Alright? So the point is that you got to forgive your parents. This is a trinity here. He said me, your parents, and it's all about you. Then don't worry about what everybody else do. You do what I tell you to do. This is my laws and commandments to you. And through you, I will work. I work. That's what the Most High said. And he said, the only time you need to take a rest is the day that I'm resting. He said, hey, that's me. That's my day. Represent me. Take a rest. Take a break. All right. That's you and him. That's Enoch and Yah. That's the disciple called Yachanan or John, and Yeshaya, the son of Yah, who is Yah. It's the same story over and over again. Taking the time. He said, oh man, you were working on the Sabbath day, performing miracles. That's his father's day. He come to do his father's work. Hey, I brought something back for the house. Gonna deal with my people first. Let them know they've been wrong the whole damn time. The first is the last is the first. The youngest dude coming around telling these old ass cats, I'm here before you. I'm in line before you. Because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, what was given to you. So I'm gonna do it. Because I was sent to do what my father told me to do. And I am my father. You see me, but you hear my father. He's telling you, before Abraham, I am. Before Abraham, I am. Not amnesia, amniotic fluid, Egypt and all this mess, Mesopotamia and all this. Nah, bro. He's here way before this. More is he in me than it is in all the world. So he is the salvation of everything that created this. And you don't even know what the hell that is. So it's in his name. That's the point. That's the point. Shia. Forgiveness. Forgiveness, fam. Like that's how you are still even here. Some people forgave for you to even be alive. So to honor that is to multiply that exponentially. These things self-replicate because they're immortal essences, immortal spirits. And you ain't even begun to tap in if you haven't forgiven. You have to have forgiveness. And people think that they need not to be forgiven. That's why when they asked Trump, he said, oh, did you ask Jesus for forgiveness? Well, he could have, if he would have had the knowledge, he would have corrected him first off on the Jesus name. You're like, that ain't his name, first off. And it will let you know that in his name is forgiveness and is Yashaya. Yah, Yah, that's the Most High's name. Shaya is forgiveness. Yah's forgiveness. The forgiveness of Yah. Yah's forgiveness. Okay. Yashaya. Okay. But Yasha, which is the first part, is salvation. Yasha Yah. He said Yah, Shaya, and then Yasha Yah. It's the same spelling, same word. It's just about in the beginning and the end. Shah is in the middle. That's the commandments. That's the salvation. Until he comes back, this is what you got to deal with. Shah. Share. Shar. Yah. Shar. Yah. Okay. Yah. Shah. Yah. Okay. Yasha. Yah. Okay. Yah. Shaya. Okay. How many different ways can I say it? This is how many different ways that the names of the prophets came out. And you guys are saying, oh, his name is this, and his name is that, and his name is this. No, I just told you. I spelled it the same way, and I gave you many different names that are literally in the Bible. Josiah, Isaiah, Joshua. I just started smacking them out just like that. That's just 3 off of the top, off the dome right there. And that's 3 for you just right there. Deliverance, salvation, and forgiveness, bro. Righteousness, man.
the Spirit of the Most High, the name of the Most High, the people called by His name. And they all got Yachanan right next to him. Grace. So look, man, I'm letting you guys know. Your parents gave you grace by having you be born. That grace was given by forgiveness. Somebody forgave somebody along the line for you to even be alive because they didn't off your parents or off themselves. Some people got to forgive themselves not to kill themselves. You understand that? And then through that, a child is born. They may work their whole lives trying to make up so that the child lives a life better than they lived. And they're still deceived, but at least they're making it do with what they know. Just mucking it out. That's the darkness that does not understand the light. But there's faith somehow. There's faith in their parents. They didn't understand that light. But you know what? They're saying, hey, I don't understand what these parents are saying, but they're saying something that's special about the child, so I'm going to let the child be. Don't harm that child. Do not harm the oil and do not harm the wine. Because death and Hades are all about, all right? And they come right after the dark horsemen. Do not harm the oil and do not harm the wine. Judgment. Alright? So, the one with the scales is going to weigh this out. You know what I mean? Because you guys are not balancing it out, bro. Like, you're looking straight ahead. That's how COVID even happened. Like, so if look, man, I'll tell you, bro, a lot of you guys don't even know the stories that really happened, bro. There were some amazing stories that happened during the COVID thing with the elders, and amongst the tragedies, there were a few miracles that happened. There were people out there fighting the dark forces and high places and principalities so that they could save their parents. You know what I mean? Just to give them the word, give them the truth. That's all you can do. It's beyond their physical abilities, but just let them know the truth. And then the truth will make them free. And some of them parents out there had to get through to them children. Hey, they're grown. Childish ways away. I can't just pick them up and make them do some shit. I can only give them the word, and that's what the Most High gave me. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Belief and have faith. You come from me. I hope that you do that for your child, and your child does it for that child, and eventually somewhere along the line, our curse will be broken. I'm telling you, fam. Where I go, curses are broken. That's just a fact. That's my life since I've been born. Records are every breath, damn near. It's just for at least the time that I'm in, for the way that they're representing this world. A lot has been not done, and they're making it look like we're doing it for the first time. I'm not so amazed. I don't have so much pride, but I do keep account. All right, because it's a job. Act like you've been there before. It's no big deal. Okay? But the truth is, like I said, man, I talk to you guys like a coach. I don't want you guys to take the shit like I'm freaking, like I said, cocky and conceited or just because people who are a little frail and brittle because of the way that this world has shaped them, manipulated them into being born, into being not being. For what you are, there's a lot that you're not, and for what you're not, there's a lot that you are. It's just the way it goes. Darkness don't understand light. Come on, man. So like I said, you gotta forgive your parents, man. Like I said, they gave you this language. That you came into this language with the language of the Most High. That's what I was telling the dude the other day who came at me with the Jesus story. He's like, yo, man, I'm handing out these cards. You know where you're gonna go if you die? And I just started hitting him, and I converted him, and I could just tell he was asking me. He's writing stuff down. Hey, what should I do? I'm like, look, man, you got to get the name right. You got to see that no matter what they say, they're saying his name. And you can't let them slight you away from his name by saying his name. Because they make it not a big deal to where you'll blaspheme it. They'll make it not a big deal. So where you'll overshoot the mark. It's called, and you are called, but you won't answer. Because, oh, that's nothing. Everybody knows that. Everybody sees that. That's nothing special. That's not the one. No, you're not looking at. That's the darkness, see? That's the darkness, not understanding the light. The light is, hey, all of my prophets are called by my name. Have my name. Do not look at them with scoff. You need to look at my name. Because you cursed them, you're cursing me. That's what he told you. All right. And that's why they all come to tell about the same thing, their father's work. All right. So yeah, man. There's a reason for the season, and there's a method to the madness. All right. This is the stuff that I've been taught in my life, and like a Native American, I speak like a Native American. A Native American knows that some shit is wrong with the way that we talking to each other out here. They know that the spirit is running wild and there's some confusion going on. They know that there's a lot hidden that we don't see that manipulates everything that we're doing, or at least a lot of it. But even then, wheels within wheels, they're being manipulated. They're just hacking the manipulation. And c'est la vie, because their own tools of manipulation will be used against them. Because essentially, they're going to sell out. Because that's all they got to do to get you to do. You just got to, they're just art of the dealer. They're dealers, bro. That's what they do. You're dealing with fallen angels over here. And the children of the fallen angels. English, Latin, Legion, Anglo-Saxon, Angels of Satan. Shit. Come on, man. These are mother goddess worshippers, woman gods, Romania type shit, Transylvania type shit. Alright? Counterfeit type shit. Alright? This is the day. This is their days. And they're numbered. This is their Zeuses, their gods. And they all give homage somehow, somewhere or another. It goes back to their Zeus, their precious Zeus. I'm telling you. And that's how I tell you they snare you guys. Because if they snare you in one way, they snare you in another. And then you can't just sit there on the top and say, well, I know that this over here is untouched. No. You got to listen to... You got to listen to where it's really coming from and see, hey, man, they're trying to say there's 7 ways to Sunday different, but it's all saying the same thing. It's all saying the same old shit. SOS, Zeus. There you go again. SOS, Zeus. Sus, Zeus. Okay, there you go. Same old shit. SOS, Zeus. Okay, there you go. What you talking about? What you talking about? 7 ways to Sunday. Dios, Dis, Zeus. Come on, man. Okay? 7, G. G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. So G, Zeus. Okay, there you go. 2, 2, 3, Zeus. 4 plus 3, 7, G, Zeus. Okay. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 3 equals 7. 7 letter alphabet, G, Zeus. Greek, G, Zeus. Okay. Jesus. Oh, wow. Oh. Everybody's worshiping Jesus. Oh. Buenos Dios. Good day. Oh, God is good, right? Dios. Dio is God. Zeus. Deus. Dios. Jesus. Okay? So, that's what they talk. You're just not Realizing 7 days, 7 DOs, 7 days, they got you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they got you. You're worshiping Zeus. Like, for everything that you say that you worship, you're still going by those days as your ruler, your measurement, your allegiance, your alignment. What comes out of your mouth, if it's careless, oh, I don't care not. I care not. I care not. I'm just going along to get along. This is the way of the world, right? You know what I mean? No, I do care. So, the fact that I care, I got to let you guys know, hey, fam, you got to go deal with your family. You got to deal with your house. Your house is the one going along with these days. These days. Wow. The T is the D and the D is the T. TD, touchdown. Okay. Yes, they do touch down. Okay. These days. Deuce. Zeus. Juice. Juice. I'm gonna call it a video, man. That's it. Like I said, forgive your parents, man. That's how they got you. They're working together. The children of the fallen used to fight their parents, which are the fallen. Okay, they came together to fight against you now. So now you got to come together with your parents to fight against them. And until you forgive your parents, you're gonna lose. You're gonna be a loser. And that's the way that the Most High told you. He said, hey, man, like, I'm evening out the odds for you with just these bare minimum statutes and commandments. Just bare minimums. He's giving you the bare minimums. Bare balls. All right? Gave you 10 statutes and commandments, the 10 commandments. All right? The Torah, the tithe, the honor, his honor, the judgment. What is honor? The judgment. Come on, man. Who's the honor? Everybody stands up in the court. It's the judge. Okay? All right. So the judge is the law. The law is his honor. Okay? So throw away these words that I just said, law and judge and honor, and just go with Torah. Okay? The Torah. It is Yashaya, who is the word of Yah. It is the salvation of mankind. Okay? He said anything that don't go along with this and don't honor and respect these laws, and you're not with me. You're on the other side. You're against me. You're aligned against me. You're allegiance. You're a liar. You're legion. You're religion. And you're religious about it. You're going to commit sacrifices against me and all types of stuff. Blasphemy my spirit. And try to tame me. What the hell? Come on, bro. He's like that. That's how he's looking at you, fam. He's like, man, you trying to tame me? What? They got you talking noise to your pops. Like, that's like you going outside and then picking up some shit and coming back in the house and using it against your parents, who did nothing but give you the truth to protect you. Come on, man. And they know what they did, but you don't know what you did. But you about to, boy, they brought you into this one. They'll bring your ass right the hell on up out of here, too. Come on up out of here. Come on up out of here. Come on. Like an abortion. Abort. Yeah, that's nowadays, that's what you're getting. Nowadays, that's what you're getting. It's sad. It's an abhorrent even word to say, because it's mostly represented towards innocence. We're not even talking about disgruntled children who hate their parents because of the love of the world. We're not talking about that type of abortion. Sacrifice to save your own life. Hey, can't have my child going out here because I'm going to pay for the sins of the children, and the children are going to pay for my sins. So if I live my life right, and then my child goes out there and lives his life wrong, all my shit's for nothing because it didn't transfer to him, but what he did is going to transfer straight to me. And then he ain't going to be able to be forgiven because I'll be taken away. And then he won't, and then he will have less of a chance to forgive me because I won't be around. So if he can't forgive me, then how can he be saved? Because he's going to have a harder time when everybody else is like, did you forgive your father? And then you're going to be conflicted. They're going to hit you with that. It's going to cut deeper than any wound. Did you forgive your mother? They're going to cut deeper than any wound. The demons know too. They were the ones that stirred you into it so that they can open up that fresh wound like they knew it was always there, like they're the ones that did it to you, like they created you, like they're your God. Like I said, I gotta let it go, fam. I gotta let this one go. That's the way it is, fam. I'm gonna go ahead and let this breathe. Forgiveness, Shaya. It is in his name. So, fam, anybody that's trying to argue with me about his name, there is no argument. I've been getting no arguments. Out of all these videos I've created, I've pointed out my brothers out there that call on all these other names and go by these other names. But I've told them that their names that they're calling out are renditions, and some are even blasphemy. Okay? So you need to get back to the roots, because those branches that don't represent him, the truth, will be stripped and thrown into the fire, burned. All right? Right now, everybody is lukewarm. You are a human flesh body. You are lukewarm. All right? If you are crystal clear, you're going to be fire. And if you're just straight up darkness, not understanding the light, you're going to be ice cold. But those two are coming together, and it's a fight to divide. You can't be one or the other. I mean, you can't be both. You got to be one or the other. And right now, you're both. We're all lukewarm, talking to each other like this, living like this. We're lukewarm. And I don't think that that's what people were ready to hear in their walk. How you gonna walk with fire but not be on fire? Come on now. Daniel in the fire, in the broiler. Think about it. Them cats was melting trying to get him in. He had to walk himself in and shut his own damn door. Like home sweet home. Come on, man. He had to walk with fear. Walk into the dang fire. He had to walk with fear. He had to walk into the lion's den. He had to escort, led to the slaughter, and it never happened. Because of faith, honor, judgment, forgiveness. Forgiveness. You think he forgave that king that threw him in there? Yes. He forgave him. And that's, come on now, he was raised well. Honor thy mother and thy father. And he gave the honor by showing it to that king. You know? Like I said, you wash over a lifetime of your own sins. So maybe even your forgiveness is washing over. If you've helped somebody wash over their sins, that their sins wash over someone else, it becomes a black diamond effect that they call it nowadays in the pyramid schemes. It's very heavy marketing. Mark of the beast. Yeah, man. Watch out for those coins, if you know what I mean. A coin is a system. A system is a coin. I think you guys need to get that in your slots. In between your slots. Get that coin in your slot. Alright? Keep that notched in your nook. Okay? That a coin is a system. When the coin goes in, the system operates. The coin is the key to the system. The coin is the mark of the system. The beast system has a coin. When the coin is inserted, the beast system runs off of the coins. You will be stamped like a coin for the beast system. You will be marked like a coin for the beast system. Stable, tame like a beast, coin. Okay. So I gotta say, trust, bitter, coin. Bite the coin to trust the coin, hey? Bite it like a beast. Stable. Bitcoin. Okay. Just throwing a few truths, unseen, spoken, but not retained the way that they truly are. That's how you're mocked. They mock you with the truth because you took it so lightly. Like I said, they give you the truth, but it's a counterfeit because it's not coming from the truth, and by that you don't receive it as the truth. You get it? Like, that's why you say, I will save who I save. Like, that's somebody that you know is a bad person trying to wash over their own sins, giving you the truth. But it takes a lot for you to see past their sins and just see the truth. Well, hey, more is he in me than it is in all the world. And that's all the lot that I need for this Sodom and Gomorrah we in. All right. On that note, I'm out. To the Rabba Hayashar Hay Kadosh Kadash Kadesh. To the Rabba Yeshaya Kadesh Kadash Kadosh. To the Rabba Aheb Ruach Kakma Asaya Kadosh Kadash Kadesh. Anami Amin. Ashar Yesharun.